NBSP, the Sikh Empire was at its peak and flourishing. It was one of the most wealthiest kingdoms in the region. Ranjit Singh knew that the British were up to something and spent a lot of time building his military. He had hired American and European mercenary soldiers to train his army, and to modernize his army. In 1839 Ranjit Singh passed away and his kingdom fell into disorder. Ranjit Singh's son Karak Singh became the Maharaja and was shortly removed from power within a few months and was mysteriously killed at the age of 39. Many believe he was poisoned. Karak Singh's son then became the Maharaja at 19 but also died a few months after in a mysterious accident when a stone block fell on him from an archway. Two groups were then trying to contend for power in the kingdom, the Sindhanwalias and the Dogras. Eventually the Dogras succeeded in raising Sher Singh, the eldest surviving son of Ranjit Singh, to the throne in 1841. The army started expanding rapidly from 29,000 in 1839 at the time of Ranjit Singh's death to 80,000 in 1845. The British described the growth of the Sikh army to be a threat and referred to the kingdom as a dangerous military democracy. In 1843 Maharaja Sher Singh was murdered by his cousin, an officer in the army Ajit Singh Sandhawalia, and there was chaos in the kingdom once again. Ranjit Singh's youngest widow Jind Kaur became the representative of Ranjit Singh's infant son Duleep Singh, and his life was also under threat and had to be protected. In 1843 the British East India Company began increasing its military strength only a few miles from the Sutlej River, which was the frontier between British-ruled India and Punjab. The British knew that they had to take control of Punjab as it was the only remaining formidable force that could threaten their hold over India. The British East India Company's army was mainly composed of men recruited from Bengal, Madras, and Bombay. By 1844 there were 235,446 sepoys and 14,584 British. The Sikh kingdom was also renowned to be one of the wealthiest, Kohinoor being one of the many treasures. There was no option but to annex Punjab. The British army prepared for war and marched towards Firozpur and established a military cantonment or base only a few miles from the Sutlej River. The two commanders Raja Lal Singh and Tej Singh had been giving vital information to the British the entire time, on the movements and whereabouts of the Sikh forces. They were even receiving instructions from the British officers, in order to reap their own benefit later in the years to come. Many major battles were fought over the next few months, such as the Battle of Moodkee, where the British won but suffered heavy casualty. Battle of Ferozshah, where the Sikh artillery caused heavy casualties on the British, and the Sikh infantry fought with great courage and determination. The Sikh army had an elite force of cavalry. They would have been very effective against the British soldiers but were kept off the battlefield by Lal Singh. The British and Bengal armies attacked the Sikhs from all sides, and the commander Lal Singh made no effort to reorganize his army. The fighting had continued on through the night, and the Sikh forces had started driving back the enemy. The British became exhausted. The officers felt defeat coming closer. As Tej Singh noticed this, he withdrew the Sikh forces, claiming the British were retreating to replenish and attack from the side. The Sikh forces unknowingly surrendered to a losing enemy. More battles occurred afterwards, such as the Battle of Baddo Wall, where another commander Ranjit Singh commanded a large army of 10,000 infantry and cavalry with 60 cannons. They crossed the Sutlej River and marched towards Ludhiana, burned down a British military garrison or camp. The British sent for reinforcements and brought soldiers from Delhi and 2 Gurkha battalions. Drawn to Aliwal waiting for their reinforcements. On the 28th of January 1846 the British forces attacked The Sikh army had their positions 4 miles along the Sutlej River, which was at their rear. It made it very difficult for them to maneuver and was potentially disastrous if they retreated. The British commander Smith found weak point in the Sikh positions and attacked with his cavalry and artillery. The Sikhs lost 2,000 men and 67 artillery pieces, while the British lost 850 men. The next major battle was the Battle of Sobraon. By this time the Sikh soldiers had been shocked at the lack of leadership by their commanders and in organization of their units. Fresh units and commanders had arrived, including the great General Sham Singh Atari Wala. Maharani Jind Kaur had also sent 500 well-selected trustworthy officers to renew efforts. On 10th February the British started firing its heavy guns, and the Sikh cannons replied. The bombardment went on for 2 hours without much effect on the Sikh defences. During this time Lal Singh continued to supply the British headquarters with vulnerable positions of the Sikh troops. The British had surrounded the Sikh forces. The Sikh soldiers tried to make the retreat across the Sutlej River at the rear, but they realized the bridge had been destroyed. One of the commanders, Tej Singh, had fled the battlefield early. Some say he had deliberately had the bridge damaged. "20,000 Khalsa army were trapped on the east bank. None of the soldiers attempted to surrender. Any wavering was repelled with the guidance of the respected veteran warrior Sham Singh Atariwala. The Sikhs fought to the death, rushed forward with their swords charging at the British. 60-year-old Sham Singh Atari, dressed in white, riding his white horse, moved through the thick of the battle, encouraging his Khalsa to fight until the last man. The Sikh camps took heavy shelling from the British artillery. By the end of the battle around 8,000 Sikhs and 2,300 British men had been killed. The Sikhs had surrendered, and Raja of Jammu Gulab Singh was sent to negotiate the terms of surrender on behalf of Maharaja Duleep Singh. The Treaty of Lahore was signed 9th of March 1846, and the Sikhs were made to surrender a valuable region, the Jalandhar Duo. Gulab Singh had also betrayed the Sikh nation by signing a deal with the British to acquire Kashmir at a price of £750,000. Many historians blame the loss of the Sikh forces due to the actions of Raja Lal Singh and Tej Singh, whom both were awarded by the British and enjoyed the privileges of assisting them. For more videos like this, please hit like and subscribe to support our channel. Thank you for watching.